What's up guys, welcome back to a brand new video. As we all know, the latest news in the strongman world is that Eddie Hall is fighting Thor. There is some little clips of Eddie training. These were on his wife's Instagram story. Eddie's obviously hitting the speedball for his boxing, and then in a minute you will see him actually swimming in like a small swimming pool, but what he's wearing is like a harness that stops him obviously from progressing forward, so he's in the same spot constantly swimming. So this will definitely help for Eddie's endurance and cardiovascular to improve for the boxing match. If you've not already seen it, Eddie's intro on his own YouTube channel has changed. I'm just going to let you watch that now. Thor has also shared a couple of photos with his fans saying that he started his boxing training. I mean, obviously both these guys are superior athletes and they're going to train extremely hard for this fight to be in shape and be in condition for it. And the only thing I can say for Thor is Thor has got people that he's able to train with and to spar with. This is definitely something that Eddie is disadvantaged with at the moment with the current condition, with the quarantine, etc. But at the moment, both of their focuses really should just be on getting their endurance improved and to drop the weight at the moment. Okay, next up is again Iron BB making a statement that he has the strongest shoulders in the world, pressing 170 kilos for 13 reps. This is a phenomenal feat of strength, which Eddie Hall actually recognises and praises him for in the comment section, basically saying, "That is crazy, are you going for the Axel world record at Giants Live?" Basically BB says that, yep, I'm in a good condition for it, I'm ready for it now. This also just shows that Eddie Hall isn't petty about his records being broken, and he is actually encouraging other athletes to go for them, which kind of convinces me that this fight is definitely about him being called a cheat. It's nothing to do with the record, it's nothing to do with anything else, their feud. It's him being called a cheat, the disrespect from that. He wants to put that to bed to finish it, and hey, why not make a ton of money while doing it? I've heard a lot of people saying that this is bad for the sport of strongman. I understand it in the sense that Thor is at his peak, he's in his prime, and he's taken valuable years away from the sport of strongman, where he could be winning titles, but that's not in Thor's mind at the moment. In these guys' mind is setting themselves up for life. They've got long-term goals that they need to hit, and by doing this is generating a lot of money for them to hit those goals. Thor was not going to be making this kind of income from competing in strongman for the next 18 months. It's like what Eddie Hall says, is a bench press world record going to make me £1 million? No. Is making movies and TV shows going to? Yes. In other words, is this boxing match going to make me £1 million? Yes. Hence why both of these guys are going to give up the next year and a half of their life to train for this fight. I personally don't think it's disrespectful to the sport of boxing, because both of these guys are extremely professional athletes that will put 100% into training for this fight so that they are in the best condition that they possibly can be to basically do themselves well and to basically show the world what they can do. Brian Shaw has just released a Q&A on his channel. Somebody asked him about the Eddie Hall versus Thor boxing match and what his take on it is. He basically says it's not the way that he would have done it. It's obviously something that's been pre-planned in advance with the drama, the build-up, and the way that Thor announced it straight after his 501 kilo deadlift. Brian feels that this is taken away from the 501 kilo deadlift. All of the attention from that has now been drawn to the boxing match. He personally feels like that's not a good way to do it, because Thor hasn't really had the recognition for his lift that he has trained so hard for. He also commends the guys that they're two grown men and that they can make their own decisions. They're obviously getting paid a 7-figure sum, so at least $1 million contract to do this fight. A lot more money than they would have by winning strongman contests. And basically, if you want to hear his full answer, check his channel out. It's his most recent video, 6.5 minutes in. And last but not least in the strongman news is that Shivlikov is now taking part in the Masters World Deadlift record attempt with Terry Holland now that he has turned 40 years old. Terry Hollins basically says he has nothing but respect for Shivlyakov, and that maybe he needs that 455 kilo deadlift sooner than he thinks. That's all from me, guys. If you've enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video, and comment down below if you have any requests of videos you would like to see on the channel, or just what your general thoughts are on everything that is going on. See you soon. See you in the next video. Peace.